what would you say actually is burnout, and how did you know you were in it, and what caused it?
Okay, very good questions. I'm still discovering that. So burnout, I just hosted a summit called Burnout Summit, and what it was a 21-day experience for healthcare professionals. I mean, moms, dads. I just made it as open as possible because I can experience burnout as a healthcare provider, but my husband could experience burnout as a parent, or it was just a lot. And I think the pandemic, as there was a light from the pandemic. It allowed us to be more vocal. And that's what I truly appreciated from the pandemic. It allowed us to slow down in such a way that we were able to tune into our desires and tune into who we are. And I think with burnout, when I think of burnout, not only does it come with exhaustion, but it really does come with not knowing or being aligned with your vision for your life. So my vision is to serve underserved communities, is to be that influence for them, that possibility of that hope of what is possible, So that is like my truest connection. I think with the high-paced environment, it got a little clouded, and the fact that I was, pregnant, a mom, I have all this other stuff going out. So maybe I didn't have my boundaries that I needed to have checked, giving away too much of my freedom. Okay, yes, I can do this. Yes, I could do that, but without truly thinking about what the cost would be. So I think now that I'm on the other side of burnout, I'm actually more busy, but it's more in a fulfilling way because I know what buckets need to be full in order for me to be my truest self. So you see entrepreneurs and you're like, wait, how are they doing this, and how they're not fizzing out? It's because they've tapped into what truly makes them themselves, and they're going with it. When you're not in alignment with whatever you're doing, you can feel the tension with inside, and that tension manifests itself as pain, maybe avoidance, maybe extra stress because you're just not where you need to be. So I think my biggest lesson from being burnt out and knowing that I was burnt out was I wasn't really being true to who I am. So, yeah.
It almost seems like this has become part of your mission. You had the summit,
Mhm.
which, can you explain more about the summit? And is there another one coming up?
Yeah. So the summit was just I reached out. It was a challenge for my coach. So I've been coached. I knew that I tapped into myself through coaching. That's one way in which you can see the roadblocks that are in your way. A lot of times we get in our own way. So we have these big visions and maybe life gets in the way for us. Other things get in the way for us. And I felt like working with a coach, I don't even remember how she came into my life, but literally it came at the right time. So the universe looks out for you too. And she helped me to tap back into who I am. And as part of my journey, the challenge was to speak about it. Like make it more normal. I know you do the same. Like you've come out too since the pandemic, and you've made such great strides with sharing the struggles that us dentists face within practice. And that was one of the blessings of the pandemic, So that here am I. I saw there was a need for more to share, and I felt that the summit did provide the opportunity for me to do that and to connect with people. That's something that I was missing for such a long time. So I organized it across different disciplines. So I had like a mindfulness instructor, I had meditation, like all the things that truly make us us. So, we have to take care of our spiritual well-being or bodies. So I try to tap into all those different pieces so people could get a flavor as to how to heal themselves too. So there's more to come. I'm still learning about the process, and self-care was a big thing. So we'll see what's around the corner, but I'm reaching out to authors, I'm reaching out to influencers, just those who really, really want to make a difference for others as well too. So, yeah.
And this is an actual, it's all virtual, correct?
Yeah, it was all virtual. So we recorded the conversation. So kind of like how we're doing today, we had set up some times. And they just talk about their experience with burnout and what they found that helped them to overcome it. And then they share that with the audience, and the audience was able to reach back out and touch with them if they wanted to learn more about some of the strategies that they suggested. Yeah.
And this was actually 3 weeks, correct?
Yeah,
It was a 21-day
it
summit.
was 21-day summit. So I guess going forward, with our engagements, we live in such a fast-paced environment. We want information at our fingertips right away. So I think 21 days, even though 21 days is like the magic number for forming new habits, I think maybe something a little shorter, just so we can get more engagement and get the word out faster. Because I found that with the summit, people tended to tail off towards the end. So maybe doing something a little shorter next time would be helpful.